that's really fueling this great surge here of Utah as a great performing economy and economic engine. We've received a lot of attention. I'll mention a couple of those here in a minute, but government's role is, as I said, one that's minor, can be summed up in my goal, simply stated, that says, I want to keep government off your backs and out of your wallets. This afternoon, let me just highlight three things that Utah and our business honorees share in common. The first thing is the number 5. This afternoon, our top 15 honorees have averaged the highest revenue growth in the state over the past 5 years. Well, guess what? Forbes magazine, Steve Forbes himself, just named Utah the best state in America for business for the 5th year out of 6 running. Now, such consistency is hard even to probably achieve for anything. We're creating a dynasty here in the state of Utah when it comes to a healthy economy. We're not involved in the boom bust that we see in many states across the country. We're very consistent. In fact, here just a week ago, the U.S. Chamber of Commerce said that Utah is the most fundamentally sound state in America today when it comes to economic development. That means that not only are we doing good today, but we have reason to be optimistic about the future. We have the environment that's conducive for you, the entrepreneur. The second thing I want to mention is that you are following in a history that is part of the culture of Utah. The idea of innovation and the entrepreneurial spirit is not new to us here in Utah today. This is an ongoing part of our culture. I'll just remind you of a couple of events in history. In 1847, when those early Mormon pioneers came to this valley, William Clayton, Orson Pratt, and a fellow by the name of Appleton Milo Harmon invented what they call the rotometer, designed to record the distance they were traveling across those plains with their wagons. In 1912, following that same innovative spirit, a fellow by the name of Lester Wire, who was a Salt Lake City policeman, was put in charge of what was called the newly created traffic squad. Again, the congestion on the streets, concern they had for what was taking place. Traffic was best characterized by the Cole Porter song, Anything Goes. And streetcars stopped intermittently, let passengers off with no scheduled location. Cars traveled on whichever side of the street they felt was more convenient for them. They made U-turns anywhere in the street, and pedestrians were always fair game and always in season. So Lester said, well, I've got to come up with a way with my patrolman, my traffic squad here, of how can we, in fact, orchestrate and control traffic a little better. So we put patrolmen in the middle of the intersection, put them on a box, and where they would direct traffic. But then he decided, this may not be too safe for these patrolmen in the middle of this increasing traffic. And so he decided to create a small wooden box with red and green electric lights on each side and placed it on a pole in the middle of the intersection. And they did that on 2nd South of Main Street, just a couple of blocks away here. And voila, the first electric traffic light was born. Most Salt Lake residents in the beginning kind of ignored the flashing, they call it the flashing birdhouse. But Lester persisted, and of course, lights eventually caught on, and as they say, the rest is history. The traffic light was born here in good old Utah. Ever since then, business leaders have carried on Utah's legacy of innovation and entrepreneurism. People like Dr. Roland Christensen, who founded a business called Freedom Innovations out of his garage down in Gunnison. Again, we hear the story about somebody starts a business out of his garage. It happens very often. And Dr. Christensen is one who said, I think I have a way to create new fiber prosthetics for feet. And now Freedom Innovations now manufactures over 15 styles of prosthetic feet and computerized smart knees to go on with your smartphone, and is now shipping them around the world. People like Utah County inventor Tom Dixon, who parlayed his love for putting large engines into small things, established a company we know as Blendtec, a successful business internationally renowned for its ability of its blenders to blend anything. And I do mean anything. If you've seen their commercials, they blend iPhones, they blend hockey pucks, golf clubs, and yes, even more run-of-the-mill things like fruit and vegetables. Again, a very successful story by an entrepreneur down in Utah County. But the last thing I want to mention is the third item is called courage. Prominent business entrepreneur Peter Drucker, many of you know Peter, said this: whenever you see a successful business, someone once made a courageous decision.
What up,
You
Kev?
people here are making courageous decisions. You are risk takers. You understand I've got to go out there and compete, and the market will decide whether I'm successful or not. Your courage, your persistence, your determination, your work ethic, your innovation all conspire to help you become successful. This is a room full of risk takers and courageous people we have in the room here today. So let me just say to you, I join today with you in saluting our top 100 businesses for your courage, for your achievements, for your innovative ideas and practices, and for taking Utah to new heights probably never imagined by William Clayton and Lester Wire. They could scarcely imagine the success of the innovation spirit here in the state of Utah that they started back in 1847. So congratulations one and all. I'm glad to be with you. Utah's #1. Brigham Young said it. This is the best place. This is the right place. I'm here to say as the 17th governor, it's still the right place for business here in Utah. Thank you very much.
I'd like to thank Governor Herbert for being here with us today. We're grateful for your support, Governor. Really, you'll be joining us for the rest of the day. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you the chairman of the Mountain West Capital Network, Devin Ford.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. That was for my Utah people and my fellow risk takers in business, right?
Wow.
I'm here with my business
Our
partner
keynote
and my
speaker, Ty
attorney.
Bennett, is a successful entrepreneur and best-selling author and award-winning speaker. At age 21, Ty and his brother started a business in direct sales that they built to over $20 million